And the students, the concept are few in math, but problems are many. So you must have a clear understanding over the concept. So this is one of the most vital class which you are looking forward, where you can get almost all the formula of trigonometry. I hope you will develop your interest and eagerness towards the class. Trigonometric formula, important concept, vital concept, which I am going to discuss.
Hello students, once again welcome back with one of the most vital chapter concept which I am going to discuss of your class 10 mathematics, which you are looking forward. One of the most anxious chapters and your most anxiety toward the subject, toward the concept of trigonometry, particularly when you are coming to the class 10. So to remove your anxiety, to remove your anxiousness, so here I am going to discuss the concept of trigonometry in a lucid manner, in a simplest way. I hope you will understand the concept of trigonometry and you can remove the fearness. You have to remove the anxiety towards the topics. So dear student, in this class I am going to discuss the concept of trigonometry, the importance, the significance of trigonometry. Because whenever you are going to study any topics, any concept, you must understand the significance and importance. What is the significance of that concept? What is the significance of trigonometry? Why should we should learn the concept of trigonometry? Why trigonometry is so important for all of us? You can see, my dear students, here it is a tall building. Can we find the height of the building? It is only possible due to the knowledge of trigonometry. And without the knowledge of trigonometry, it is not possible. So trigonometry has a great importance to find height of the building. You can find height of your friends. So interesting. Without a meter tape, with the concept of trigonometry, you can find height of your friends. You can devise that trigonometric device that is known as clinometer. You can prepare, which the student has already been done. You can find height of the towers exactly, correctly, with the knowledge of trigonometry. Height of trees, you see how trigonometry is so essential and important for all of us. Okay? You can find height of the mountains, height of glaciers is more significance. And trigonometry is mostly applicable in astronomy. In the field of astronomy, to find the distance between the stars and planets, in construction of building, measuring fields, floors and areas, making walls parallel and perpendicular, installing ceramic tiles, roof inclination, the height of the building, the width, length, etc. Trigonometry has of great use. A very good mathematical concept, one of the important and significant concept of trigonometry we are going to discuss. In flight engineering, the directional nature of flight, what is the velocity, what is the pitch angle, all needs to find out the knowledge of trigonometry, and without the knowledge of trigonometry, it is not possible. Archaeologists use trigonometry. You can see. In marine biology, the depth of the aquatic plants, animals, and the mountains under the sea, ocean, must be determined accurately, exactly, with the knowledge of trigonometry. So it has great importance.
Once again, welcome back with another vital concept of your class 10 mathematics, which I am going to discuss. Okay, trigonometry. And in the previous class, we have discussed the significance of trigonometry. In this class, I am going to discuss the important components of trigonometry: right angle triangle, how the three sides, their perpendicular, base and hypotenuse are the most vital for study of trigonometry. Okay, we shall discuss here clearly and vividly which are the most vital, without which the problem of trigonometry you cannot do clearly and correctly, right? This is the most important point we are going to discuss. Okay, let's see here. From where does the word trigonometry derive? The word trigonometry comes from the Greek word trigonal, means triangles, and metron means to measure, measurement. So, trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with the study of three sides of triangle, particularly right angle triangle. You can apply any triangles, but right angle triangle is the most important part. So, what is the significance of right angle triangle to trigonometry? Because in trigonometry you have to find out as the application to height of the building. As the building makes right angle to the ground and creating a whole structure right angle triangle shape. So, trigonometry, to study trigonometry, right angle triangle is most important to know. So, the three components of trigonometry we are going to discuss, which are the most important. Before study, what is right angle triangle? All of you know, a triangle whose one of the angle is right angle or equal to 90 degree is called a right angle triangle. Yes, three sides of right angle triangle: perpendicular, base and hypotenuse. And you know, hypotenuse is the longest side. But there is a confusion in the mind of the student how to recognize perpendicular and base. Because the perpendicular and base are not constant. They can be determined with the help of the acute angle triangle. A right triangle has two acute angles. So while studying the trigonometry, you are going to find out which acute angle, perpendicular and base of which acute angle, what is the reference angle. So that depend upon that acute angle triangle, we have to find out perpendicular and base. Okay, so let's see what is perpendicular. The opposite side to the acute angle, reference angle, whose trigonometric ratio we are going to find out is called perpendicular. Here is a problem in front of you. In a triangle ABC, angle is 90 degree, AB is equal to 6 cm, BC is equal to 10 cm, AC is equal to 8 cm. You have to find out the perpendicular with respect to the angle BA, angle C. Look at the figure. Now, you have to find out the perpendicular with reference to the acute angle B. And the perpendicular means the opposite side to the angle B. And the opposite side to the angle B, which is SC, whose value is 8 cm. You have to calculate. There should not be any confusion. Similarly, there is for another acute angle C, which is beta. Perpendicular is equal to opposite side to the acute angle C, which is AB, whose value is 6 cm. There should not be any confusion. So the perpendicular means opposite side of the acute angle triangle. Clear? Similarly, another point we are going to discuss, base. So base means what? The adjacent side to the acute angle of the right angle triangle other than the hypotenuse is called base. So for the angle B, which is theta, the adjacent side base B is equal to AB other than hypotenuse, because hypotenuse is the longest side. Similarly, for the acute angle C is equal to beta, the adjacent side, which is SC, okay, this is how you have to find out the base of the right angle triangle, which is entirely dependent upon the acute angle triangle, which is not constant. Okay, so base means the adjacent side of the acute angle triangle, and perpendicular means opposite side to the acute angle triangle. These are the 2 points we are going to discuss in this class for you. So here is a problem for you. Similarly, how to recognize the base in a right angle triangle. A angle is equal to 90 degree, AB is equal to 3 cm, BC is equal to 5 cm, AC is equal to 4 cm. We have to find out the base with respect to the angle B and angle C. So for the acute angle B, look at here, the base is equal to adjacent side to the acute angle B, which is AB, which is 3 cm. Similarly, for another acute angle C, which is equal to beta, the base is equal to B is equal to adjacent side, which is SC, whose value is 4 cm. This is how you have to recognize the base of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle triangle, which is known as the reference angle. Okay, so in this class only I am going to discuss Now what is base, what is perpendicular, without which the problem you cannot solve. There is a confusion in solving the problem. The many students used to do the mistake while finding the perpendicular and base. So here is an assignment for you, and you can try for the assignment. So we shall discuss more and more problem based on the concept of trigonometry. Here we are going to start. This is my second period. Trigonometric ratio. The ratio between any two sides of a right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle, reference angle, is called trigonometric ratio. Trigonometric ratio, here is a right angle triangle, theta is the acute angle, reference angle, P is the perpendicular, B is the base, and H is the hypotenuse. It is already discussed in the previous class. There are 6 trigonometric ratios: sin theta P by H, cos theta B by H, tan theta P by B, cot theta B by P, sec theta H by B, cosec theta H by P. 6 trigonometric ratio, and hold the problem and formula based on the concept of trigonometric ratio. So it is most vital concept for all of you. Trigonometric ratio of sin theta. The ratio between the perpendicular and hypotenuse of the right angle triangle is called sin theta. Sin theta is equal to P by H. P is the perpendicular, H is the hypotenuse, theta is the reference angle. Sin theta is equal to P by H. Trigonometric ratio of cos theta. The ratio between the base and hypotenuse of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle is called cos theta. Cos theta is equal to B by H. Theta is the acute angle, B is the base, cos theta is equal to B by H. Trigonometric ratio of tan theta. The ratio between the perpendicular and base of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle is called tan theta. Tan theta is equal to P by B. Theta is the acute angle, B is the base, P is the perpendicular, and tan theta is equal to P by B. Trigonometric ratio of cot theta. The ratio between the base and perpendicular of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle is called cot theta. Cot theta is equal to B by P. Is the reciprocal of tan theta. Theta is the acute angle, B is the base, and cot theta is equal to B by P. Is the reciprocal of tan theta. Trigonometric ratio of sec theta. The ratio between the hypotenuse and base of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle is called sec theta. Sec theta is equal to H by B. Is the reciprocal of cos theta. B is the base, theta is the acute angle, and sec theta is equal to H by B is the reciprocal of cos theta. Trigonometric ratio of cosec theta. Ratio between the hypotenuse and perpendicular of the right angle triangle with respect to the acute angle is called cosec theta. Cosec theta is equal to H by P and is the reciprocal of sin theta. H is the hypotenuse, theta is the acute angle, P is the perpendicular. Cosec theta is equal to H by P.
Trigonometric formula of 1. Sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. The product of sin theta and cosec theta is equal to 1. Important concept. Sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Sin theta into cosec theta. You know sin theta is P by H, cosec theta H by P. So we can, here it can be cancelled here, and you can get the product is 1. Thus sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. One of the vital concept, unimportant concept, basic concept. Sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Sin theta can be written 1 upon cosec theta. Sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. Cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. The product of cos theta and sec theta is equal to 1. Cos theta into sec theta. We know cos theta is B by H, sec theta h by b. So by putting the value, we can get, and the product is 1. Thus cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Cos theta is the reciprocal of sec theta, an important concept, fundamental concept. Cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta. Sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. The product of tan theta and cot theta is equal to 1. Tan theta into cot theta. Tan theta you know p by b and cot theta b by p. So by putting the value, we can cancel here, and the product is 1. Thus tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Tan theta is the reciprocal of cot theta. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. Important fundamental concept, can be useful in solving various trigonometric identity. Trigonometric identity, a trigonometric statement which is true for all values of angle, is called trigonometric identity. It is an important concept with the help of which we can solve, we can prove any kind of trigonometric identity which I am going to discuss here. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 is one of the most important trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta. An important statement. Trigonometric identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We can write sin square theta plus cos square theta, and you know sin theta is p by h, cos theta is b by h. So it will be p by h whole square plus b by h whole square. And after removing the bracket, we can write p square by h square plus b square by h square. And after taking the LCM, we shall get p square plus b square by h square. And you know p square plus b square is equal to h square using the Pythagoras theorem. So by applying the value, we can write h square, and which can be cancelled, and the value is 1. Thus sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. One of the important trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta. An important statement. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. As sin theta is expressed in terms of cos theta, sin theta is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square theta, and cos theta is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square theta. So you can transpose sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Sin theta is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square theta. Here sin theta is expressed in terms of cos theta. Similarly, you can transpose sin square theta to right hand side, and you can write cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta, and cos theta is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square theta. Here cos theta is expressed in terms of sin theta. We can convert one trigonometric ratio to another trigonometric ratio, which can be helpful in proving the important and various trigonometric identity and statement. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1 is another important trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta except theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2. Because for theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2, sec theta and tan theta is non-defined. So the statement is non-defined only when theta is equal to pi by 2 or 90 degree. An important trigonometric statement and identity. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. The trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta except theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2. Because for theta is equal to pi by 2, the statement is not defined. Sec square theta minus tan square theta, we know sec theta s by b, tan theta p by b. So you can write h by b whole square minus p by b whole square. And after removing the bracket, we can write h square by b square minus p square by b square. So after taking the LCM, we can write h square minus p square by b square. And using the Pythagoras concept, h square minus p square is equal to b square. So it will be b square by b square, which can be cancelled, and the value is 1. Thus, sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, an important trigonometric identity and statement which is true for all values of angle theta except theta is equal to pi by 2 or 90 degree. An important trigonometric identity. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So we can write sec theta in terms of tan theta in terms of sec theta. Sec theta is equal to square root of 1 plus tan square theta. Tan theta is equal to square root of sec square theta minus 1. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. We can transpose minus tan square theta to right hand side. So sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta, and sec theta is equal to square root of 1 plus tan square theta. Sec theta can be expressed in terms of tan theta. Similarly, you can transpose sec square theta to right hand side, and which can be written tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1, and tan theta is equal to square root of sec square theta minus 1. Tan theta is expressed in terms of the sec theta. We can convert one trigonometric ratio to another trigonometric ratio. Sec theta is square root of 1 plus tan square theta. Tan theta is equal to square root of sec square theta minus 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is another important trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta except theta is equal to 0 degree, because the statement is non-defined when theta is equal to 0 degree. An important trigonometry. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta, and cosec theta is h by p, cot theta is b by p. So by putting the value we can get h by p whole square minus b by p whole square. And after removing the bracket, we can write h square by p square minus b square by p square. And after taking the LCM, we shall get h square minus b square divided by p square. And using the Pythagoras formula, we can write h square minus b square is equal to p square. Thus we get p square divided by p square, which can be cancelled, and the value is 1. Thus, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1, an important trigonometric identity which is true for all values of angle theta except theta is equal to 0 degree, an important trigonometric statement and identity. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Cosec theta is expressed in terms of cot theta. Cosec theta is square root of 1 plus cot square theta. Cot theta is expressed in terms of cosec square theta. Cot theta is equal to square root of cosec square theta minus 1. So cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. We can transpose minus cot square theta to right hand side. So cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, and cosec theta is equal to square root of 1 plus cot square theta is an important trigonometric identity. Cosec theta is expressed in terms of cot theta. Similarly, we can transpose cosec square theta to right hand side. We can write cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1, and cot theta is square root of cosec square theta minus 1. Cot theta is expressed in terms of cosec theta. Another basic fundamental formula, trigonometric identity, tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. We know sin theta p by h, cos theta b by h. So sin theta by cos theta is equal to p by h divided by b by h, and we can cancel, h can be cancelled, and it will be p by b, which is tan theta. Thus tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, an important and fundamental basic trigonometric identity and formula, which can be helpful in solving and proving various trigonometric identity. Tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta is b by h, sin theta is p by h. So by putting the value, we can get b by s by p by h, which is h can be cancelled, and it will be b by p, which is cot theta. Thus cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta, a fundamental concept and formula on trigonometry. Cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta, which can be applicable in solving and proving different kind of trigonometric problem and identity. So let us recapitulate trigonometric formula. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. Sin theta into cosec theta 1. Cos theta into sec theta 1. Tan theta into cot theta 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These are the important trigonometric formula and can be useful in solving different kind of trigonometric identity and problem. Note it down. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin theta is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square theta. Cos theta is equal to square root of 1 minus tan sin square theta. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Sec theta is equal to square root of 1 plus tan square theta. Tan theta is equal to square root of sec square theta minus 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Cosec theta is square root of 1 plus cot square theta. Cot theta is equal to square root of cosec square theta minus 1. Once again, let us recapitulate and note it down. Sin theta and cosec theta is equal to 1. Sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. Cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sin theta. Cos theta and sec theta 1. Cos theta is 1 upon sec theta, and sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta. Tan theta into cot theta 1. Tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Here we are discussing trigonometric ratio of complementary angle. If theta is the acute angle of the right angle triangle, then its complementary angle is 90 minus theta, which is most important and can be useful in solving different kind of trigonometric problem. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Dear student, you see cos theta, cos means CO plus S. It is combination of two words. Cos means CO means complementary angle of sin. So complementary angle of sin theta is cos theta, and sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. One of the interesting observation, complementary angle of sin is cos. From the name, we can understand the trigonometric ratio of complementary angle. One of the important and interesting fact. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. Cot theta is the complementary angle of tan theta. And cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta. Cosec theta is the complementary angle of sec theta. And cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. It is useful in solving various trigonometric problems. So here I am discussing trigonometric ratio of standard angle. One of the important concepts. We can find out trigonometric ratio of standard angle and helpful in solving various trigonometric problem and has great application in trigonometry. You see the table, interesting table, and with the help of trick we are going to explain trigonometric ratio of standard angle. Here 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Here we write just in this row you write 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There the student is just put a bar sign over the 2. Here 2 bar. Here you write 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 2 bar. Again you write root over of 0, square root of 1, square root of 2, square root of 3 and square root of 4. And 0 root over by 2 which is 0. Root over 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Here root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. It is root 3 by 2. Here root 4 means 2 by 2, which is 1. Thus you can write here. So here 0, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, 1, 1. So you see here, you see the last one, write in reverse order, backward direction. Here this one will be written here. And root 3 by 2, here root 3 by 2, you write down. 1 by root 2, here 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Here the first 0 will be written 0 in the reverse direction. You see in the interesting fact, sin 0 degree is 0, sin 30 degree 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 60 root 3 by 2, sin 91. And cos 0 degree is 1, cos 30 root 3 by 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, cos 60 1 by 2, cos 90 0. And you know tan theta is the ratio of sin theta by cos theta. If you know sin and cos, you can find tan theta. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So with the help of that, you can find tan 0 degree 0, tan 30 degree 1 by root 3, tan 45 1, tan 60 root 3, and tan 90 non-defined. Cot 0 degree is the reciprocal of tan, which is 1 by 0 non-defined. Cot 30 root 3, cot 45 1, cot 60 1 by root 3, cot 90 0. Similarly, sec is the reciprocal of cos. So sec theta is 1, sec 0 degree 1, sec 30 2 by root 3, sec 45 root 2, sec 60 2, and sec 90 1 by 0 non-defined. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. Cosec 0 1 by 0 non-defined. Cosec 32, cosec 45 root 2, cosec 62 by root 3, and cosec 91. One interesting table with the help of which you can find out all trigonometric formula of standard angles, and which can help in solving various problems of trigonometry. Trigonometric ratio of standard angle. Trigonometric ratio of 45 degree. Let us see here. Sin 45 1 by root 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, tan 45 1, cot 45 1, sec 45 root 2, cosec 45 root 2. Trigonometric ratio of angle 60 degree. Sin 60 root 3 by 2, cos 60 1 by 2, tan 60 root 3, cos 60 1 by root 3, sec 62, and cosec 62 by root 3. Trigonometric ratio of angle 30 degree. Sin 30 1 by 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2, tan 30 1 by root 3, cot 30 root 3, sec 32 by root 3, and cosec 32. Trigonometric ratio of angle 0 degree. Sin 0 degree 0, cos 0 degree 1, tan 0 degree 0, cot 0 degree non-defined, sec 0 degree 1, cosec 0 degree non-defined. Trigonometric ratio of angle 90 degree. Sin 90 1, cos 90 0, tan 90 non-defined, cot 90 0, sec 90 non-defined, infinity non-defined, cosec 91. Another important trigonometric ratio of angle 180 degree, which I am going to discuss. Trigonometric ratio of angle 180 degree, which is similar relation with 0 degree. In case of sin and cosec, it will be positive, and other trigonometric ratio have the same magnitude but has a negative sign. Look at here, sin 180 0 degree 0, cos 180 minus 1. You know cos 0 degree 1, but cos 180 minus 1. Just you put minus sign. Cos 0 and cos 180 are same value, but in case of cos 180, you have to put just minus sign. Just have a look. You can find out cos 180 degree. Tan 180 0, cot 180 degree non-defined, sec 180 minus 1, cos 180, cosec 180 non-defined. trigonometric ratio of angle 135 degree, 135 degree, which is similar relation with 45 degree. In case of sine and cosec have the same magnitude and the same sign, but in other trigonometric ratio, it has the same value but has a negative sign. One of the test fact and observation. Sine 135 is 1 by root 2. Cos 135 is minus 1 by root 2. Just put the negative sign. Tan 135 is minus 1. Cot 135 is minus 1. Sec 135 is minus root 2. Cosec 135 root 2. It has a similar relation with angle 45 degree. Trigonometric ratio of angle 120 degree, which has a similar relation with angle 60 degree. Sin 120 root 3 by 2, cos 120 minus 1 by 2, tan 120 minus root 3, cot 120 minus 1 by root 3, sec 120 minus 2, cosec 120 2 by root 3. Trigonometric ratio of angle 150, which has a similar relation with angle 30 degree. Sin 150 1 by 2, cos 150 minus root 3 by 2, tan 150 minus 1 by root 3, cot 150 minus root 3, sec 150 minus 2 by root 3, cosec 152. So dear students, we are discussing so many interesting entire concept of trigonometric identity. So this is one of the vital and important class for you, which you must have looking forward. Here is an assignment. Look at the assignment and try for the assignment. So this is one of the vital class we discuss here, and I must be thankful to you for your patience and eagerness.